Assalamu alaikum, Maya.
Walaikum salam.
What are micro habits? How do they work?
Give me a sec to check that out. Micro revisit isn't really a set term. I think you might have heard it wrong, or it's some, but revisit means just to visit again or to go back and think about something. So micro revisit would be like going back to something small, taking another look at it. Does that make sense?
We are micro habits more efficient than big lifestyle change.
Hmm. That's a bit unclear. Are you talking about like microservices, small building blocks for big systems?
How can micro habits improve daily production?
Let me check that phrase real quick. Okay, so micro harvest is actually a thing. Looks like it could mean a few different things. One is actually harvesting things like microgreens, little baby veggies. They grow super fast, so you could literally harvest them daily. There's also a thing with collect.
What
Seems like the audio caught a bit of chop there. Are we having trouble hearing each other clearly?
what is the science behind building micro habits?
Give me one moment to look that up. So, what scientists are working on today to understand the universe is pretty mind bending stuff. They're studying how massive galaxy clusters form, almost like cities of galaxies coming together. They're also looking at these tiny particles called neutrinos to figure out why there's more matter than antimatter in the universe. And there was this huge 3D map of the universe completed recently using something called DESI, which is helping scientists understand dark energy, basically the thing making the universe expand faster and faster. Pretty wild, huh?
How long does it take to for from a micro habit?
That's tough to understand. Perform and micro rubbish are giving me trouble. Can you say that again?
Can micro habits help reduce cross section?
Yeah. So it depends on like what we're talking about here. Cross section can mean different things in different fields. But yeah, micro harvesting techniques can actually help reduce that area, like making super thin solar cells or using lasers to grab specific cells from a sample, or even cutting thin slices to look at things under a microscope. It just depends on what you're trying to harvest and what you want to see after.
What are some examples of good micro habits?
Can you clarify what you mean by exclates of food? I'm not following that word. Are you thinking about favorites or maybe things that stand out?
How do micro habits affect mental health?
I think what you're asking here is about how your daily habits can impact your health and well being long term. That's a really important question. I'm not a doctor, though, so I can't give medical advice, but the research is pretty clear on this. Things like diet, exercise, sleep, stress management, social connection, and avoiding harmful habits like smoking or excessive drinking can significantly influence your lifespan and quality of life. Building consistent routines around these areas is what creates lasting impact. It's about small, steady changes that build up over time. Would you
What
want me?
mistakes do people make when starting micro habits?
Hmm, that's a bit fragmented. Are you saying you have to use Google Maps with Microsoft sometimes? Like when you're starting Microsoft apps?
How can students use micro habits for better learning?
Let me quickly look that up.